I just did a recent backpacking trip to Europe where I jumped around 10 countries on a budget. While I did cheap out on almost everything, there's one thing that I dedicated as much money as possible to: food. So here's the tier list of some of the best and worst food I had in each country. France. When I think of France, I think of frog legs and snails, so of course we had to try both. Frog legs are amazing. I just didn't expect them to taste so bony. They taste kind of like a duck-chicken hybrid, but my god, I highly recommend this dish. This thing was delicious, dude. I loved it. On the other hand though, snails in Paris were disgusting. I normally love snails. I have had snails so many times in Morocco, and it's always amazing there. I don't know if France uses different brands of snails or something, but it was disgusting. My buddy Isaac gave up after only eating 2 of them. The French also do the most when it comes to eating the snails. They give us these medieval torture looking devices to eat the thing, but I just ended up using the old hand and fork method. So this is how I'm gonna rate these countries. I have 5 different categories. The first category, the best, is I dream of you every night. This means I dream of you every night. It's pretty simple. Next is very, very good. After that, it's gonna be good, mid, and then finally stinky poo-poo that I would only feed the pigs in a literal trough. Now for France, I don't know where to put this one, to be honest with you. We did have a couple of good meals there, but the meals that we had there that were really good were not French meals. There were things like donors or other kinds of food. So I really want to focus on just rating the actual country's dishes that I had. So for France, I think I'm probably gonna have to put that in just good. Honestly, it's not mid, it's not very, very good, and I wouldn't put it in stinky poo-poo that I would only feed to the pigs in a literal trough, but it was good. The frog legs were really good. The snails were just so bad. The snails are honestly what brings the rating down. I like the soup there. The pizza I also did not really like in France. I thought it was pretty disgusting. The pastries, a lot of them were just not good. Like the best pastry I had in France was on the train system. I bought the expensive pastries, I bought the middle range pastries. I thought it was okay. You know, it was nothing really super memorable for me. So for me, France is going to go in the good category. Germany. Do not let the anti-German food propaganda fool you. The food that I had in Bavaria was some of my favorite throughout this trip. I was eating $1 pretzels and hot dogs from Jorma's almost every single day that I was in Germany, and I still dream about them every single night. The pretzels in Germany are just so fucking good. The way that they make hot dogs is insane. As a #1 hot dog Costco fan myself, they get my seal of approval. Veal schnitzel is my new favorite food. It's perfectly tender, everything about it is perfect. It kind of tastes like an adult chicken nugget. Munich is known for its beers, and while I do not drink, I wanted to try something similar, so I got the non-alcoholic beer, but it was honestly disgusting. It tasted like liquid bread. I don't know if that's what normal beer tastes like. It was just gross. I would never drink it again. Munich had such good food, and I'm gonna come back to Munich just for the food. I don't know what anything north of Bavaria is serving, so if the food out there is buns, it's not on me. Okay, Germany. Where am I gonna put Germany? This one is a hard one. I'm kind of going between I dream of you every night and very, very good, just because a lot of the food in Germany I had was so good. I think we only had maybe 1 or 2 bad meals, and I also discovered one of my new favorite meals when I was out in Germany. So I think Germany, for the pretzels, for the hot dogs, for the soup there was really good too. I think Germany is gonna go in I dream of you every night, honestly. I think German food was just incredible, at least in Bavaria. Again, I don't know what's happening in Berlin. I've seen the memes. I don't know what they're doing up there. I don't think I had a single bad German food when we were there, but the pretzels, I literally think about those pretzels every single day. I always think about those hot dogs that we used to eat, and the soups. I just love the soups out there and the pastries. Everything was fantastic. So for me, Germany is going and I dream of you every night. An honorable mention country that I did not go to, but I had their food in Germany for the first time, is Georgia. The greatest, the best, the most tastiest dish I have ever had was the Georgian boat egg pastry khachapuri. I had this thing in 5 different countries throughout my trip. When I came back from my trip, I even tried to find one in San Francisco, but these things just do not hit the same here in the US. I don't know if we just have shittier eggs or what's going on, but it's nowhere near as good in the US. This thing is pure bread and cheese with a raw egg and butter in the middle. The first couple of times eating this thing, I did not realize it was meant to be a shared item, and I was walking around Europe with thousands of calories of cheese in my stomach. If you are in Europe or you live in a Georgian food place, go get khachapuri. I literally think of this thing every single day. I always tell my friends about it, and it is the single reason that I'm going to be visiting Georgia within the next 2 years, hopefully. When you get it, don't forget the Georgian lemonade. Georgian lemonade is incredible. It's so good. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you though, I had a couple of other dishes from the menu and they were not good. I don't know if it was just a couple misses or if maybe the restaurant was just not good, but I had to send back a dish. I'm not gonna knock all Georgian food yet, because I don't know if it was the restaurant or I just picked some shitty dishes, but overall, when rating Georgian food, it's hard. I want to put it in I dream of you every night, but it's just a couple of the food that I had there was really nasty. I'm gonna split it in 2. I'm gonna put khachapuri in I dream of you every night, and I'm gonna put all other Georgian food in very good. I know, I'm cheating, whatever. Czech Republic. Svichkova is amazing. It has these kidly bread dumplings with beef, and the thing just falls apart with a fork. And it's in this rich, really nice thick sauce. It is a super filling dish, but outside of the food, Prague just did not really speak to me, but I may come back here just for that dish. They also had the best beef tartare that I've had in any country. It came with a raw garlic on bread, so I guess they expected you to just rub it onto the bread, but it was really good even with the, raw garlic. The Czech Republic also has one of my top 5 favorite desserts, fruit dumplings. They are these very sweet, soft dumplings that are in a yogurt sauce. It's so good. If you're ever in the Czech Republic, do not ever buy the chimney cakes, only get the fruit dumplings. They're incredible. Czech Republic. I don't know where to put this one, honestly. I think it's just gonna go in good. I really liked a lot of the food there, but some of the dishes there were just not too good. Austria. Austria is like a fancier Germany. The schnitzels here were amazing, and they have another one of my top 5 desserts here, chocolate cake. Austria is known for its big cafe culture, but honestly, I just wasn't really a big fan of the coffee here. I thought it was expensive, it was kind of overpriced, and it was just okay. It was nothing crazy, like it's no Italy. I think Austria is gonna go in the good category for me. It just kind of feels like just German food. I mean, there's nothing really super special about it. And the schnitzel that I had in Austria was very good, but I do think the schnitzel that I had in Germany just tasted better to me. The desserts though in Austria were incredible. The chocolate cake, all the little pastries that they had were just so good. I think I'm just gonna put it in the good category. Just because, like Czech, there's just nothing that I can really think back to right now that really jumps at me. There's no specific meal where I was like, oh my god, this is so good. But I did really like it though, the food that I did have. Another honorable mention that I first had in Austria is Turkish food. Doner sandwiches are the greatest thing to ever come out of Turkey. I had these sandwich in the country I went to once I had it in Austria, and I could never get enough of it. They are fast to make and they are super cheap. If I had a doner place near me here in Sacramento, I would eat it every single day until I explode from the oil. Turkish food is easy. It is so easy to rate this. This goes in I dream of you every single night. We literally had doners, I want to say 80% of the entire trip we were eating them. They're so good, dude. They're cheap. They're just meat and oil and grease, and it's fantastic. We only had one bad donor one time. This is because Isaac picked a random shitty spot that he found, but every other place was a 10 out of 10 almost every single time. Slovakia honestly surprised me a lot. I was not expecting much, but it became one of my favorite food spots that we went to. Slovakia had some of my favorite coffee, desserts, and food. Halushki is one of the greatest things to come out of this country. Every restaurant that we went to in Slovakia had a comic book origin story of how the dish was created. Now, to be fair, I have some bias. My girlfriend's family is Slovak, so I have had the food before I went on my trip, but the halushki out there just tastes different than the halushki here. Over there, it's made out of pure hate and spite instead of the love that it's made with here. But my god, it's so good. We had halushki a couple times there, and the other food dishes were just okay, to be honest with you. There wasn't really anything else that kind of stood out to me. But the dessert buchti, the steamed sweet dumplings, is easily the best dessert that I had on my trip. It was my favorite one. Rating Slovakia, I think I'm gonna put it in very good. There was a couple of misses, like I would put Slovakia and I dream of you every night just for halushki. Halushki is fantastic, and I do think about that dish all the freaking time. But there was a couple things there where I just didn't really like it. Like the Bratislava rolls, I don't get it. I think maybe it's just because I don't like poppy seeds, and a lot of the pastries there are made with that. But outside of that, oh my god, halushki, dude. Halushki is so good. Hungary took paprika and ran with it. It's like in 90% of their dishes. Dishes like goulash and chicken paprikash are all based around it. Chicken paprikash is easily my favorite dish that I had in Hungary. The portions were really good and the sauce is just perfect. They also had some pretty good matzo ball soup. Goulash is also great. I definitely didn't like it as much as my friend did. I would eat it again though, but I thought it was just okay. I hate the quote-unquote famous Hungarian dessert, the chimney cake. This thing is just pure sugar, and I ended up throwing mine in the trash can because I just couldn't finish it. Rating Hungary is hard. I kind of want to put it in the mid category just because nothing really stood out to me. I did really like chicken paprikash, and chicken paprikash is what's going to take it from a mid to a good. I did have this one dish there in the Jewish quarter that it made me gag. I couldn't finish it. It was like these, I don't even know, it was like bone marrow, and I don't think it was a Hungarian dish, so that's why I'm not really going to put that on my score. So I do think Hungary is going to get a good for me. Italy. Nothing has to be said for Italy. Italian food is good and reliable. Almost everything that I had there was good. I will say though, the food in Venice fucking sucks. But Rome and Florence did me right 70% of the time. The problem with Italy and why I can't give it the highest ranking is that I feel like 90% of the food is made with pork and I don't eat pork. The non-pork dishes that I ate were pretty good, but looking back, there just weren't too many standout spots that I can remember. I'm definitely gonna come back to Italy to try out different foods, because Italy is somewhere that I loved it. I love the vibe there. I love everything about it. Rating in Italy, I think I'm just gonna put it in very, very good. The reason why it can't go in I dream of you every night, I love Italian food. Italian food's like my favorite cuisine. Nothing stood out to me as much as the other countries. I just felt like it was really good. There's a couple of bad dishes, to be fair, but those were more in the touristy spots. In Venice, the food in Venice, I didn't have anything good there. But in general, the food that I did have that was good was super good. Super good. But the food that I had that was bad was super bad. So to balance it, I think I'm gonna put Italy in very, very good. Slovenia. Slovenia has to go right at the bottom, unfortunately. This is the only country where I could not stomach the food. We went to a place recommended by the Airbnb and man, it sucked. It really sucked. The pumpkin soup that we had though was pretty good, but we ended up eating Turkish donors the entire time here. Look, I love Slovenia. I think the country is awesome. I loved my time in Ljubljana. I loved it. I thought it was great. But the Slovenian food, I don't know if just that one restaurant that we went to, because we went to one recommended by a local, but it was not good. Just for that one restaurant, I'm gonna have to unfortunately put Slovenia in stinky poop I would only feed to pigs in a literal trough. I don't know. I definitely, I'm gonna come back to Slovenia because I loved it. I love the country, but I just don't know about Slovenian food. I don't know what's going on with you guys. If you're Slovenian and you're watching this, let me know. Did I just fuck up? Did I just eat at the worst place possible? The dish was like this weird cheese, venison meat thing. It was very gamey, tasty, and it just was not good. I don't know what they were thinking making this thing. I'm not gonna lie to you. There you have it. My brutally honest food ranking of all the food I had in Europe. Now, all this is just my opinion. I'm just ranking on the actual cultural food that I had there. If you're from this country and you feel like it's too low, I'll come back. Just give me a recommendation of what to eat. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe I ate something wrong. Maybe this is the restaurant that I went to in France, the snails is shit there. Maybe in Slovenia I just happened to go to the shittiest restaurant. I don't know, but that's what I thought. But please let me know what you think I missed on. I'd love to hear more dishes, more fun food ideas, because I love eating. And if you want to check out more information on the trip, you can watch the last video that I did, where I went over my trip in each country that I went to. But thank you, have a good one.
Don't forget to subscribe.